This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
We begin with breaking news in Maryland Heights. A missing St. Charles woman has been found dead and a suspect is in custody. Within the last 30 minutes, investigators released new information in the case involving Jackie Mitchell. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. She was last seen a week ago and her car found in Maryland Heights Sunday. 5 on your side, Justina Cornell joins us live from the Maryland Heights Police Department. Justina, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Kay, Brent. So police say a 49-year-old man was arrested last night and will be charged with second-degree murder. Now, police are withholding his name for right now until those charges come down, and we're expecting that within the next hour. Now, police also explained that 39-year-old Jackie Mitchell left Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills last Tuesday and went to the suspect's apartment in Maryland Heights. Now, police say the two were acquainted and knew each other socially. Police explained they got a break in this case when they got surveillance video of a man driving her car after she disappeared. After searching his apartment, they found her body and believe she had been dead for 6 days. They're still determining the cause of death.
The body was conveyed to the St. Louis County Medical Examiner's office. They did an autopsy this morning, and they are waiting for toxicology results before they make a final conclusion or determination on the cause of death.
Now, just 24 hours ago, I spoke to Jackie's family, and they told me they knew something was wrong because usually they hear from her from every single day, and they hadn't heard from her in almost a week. And they say they're thankful for all the support they've received in the last few days. Reporting live, Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
Well, within the past hour, the Missouri Attorney General filed an amended petition in his effort to remove the St. Louis Circuit Attorney from office. In Andrew Bailey's 121-page filing, he claims almost 12,000 cases were dismissed due to failures by Kim Gardner. He claims Gardner's office dismissed more than 9,000 cases as they were about to go to trial, and that judges were forced to dismiss more than 2,700 cases because of the prosecution's failure to provide defendants with discovery and speedy trials. Gardner now has 10 days to respond to those new allegations.
New information on an overnight homicide in North St. Louis. Investigators now say the victim was shot before crashing his car. The ShotSpotter system alerted officers to shots fired on Walton Avenue around 2:30 this morning. Soon after, officers were called to a rollover accident at Page and Euclid. Police found the victim on the sidewalk and bullet holes in the car. They also found a large number of shell casings on Walton. The victim was taken to the hospital where he later died. It's not clear if gunfire killed him or the crash. The medical examiner will determine the cause of death through an autopsy.
Right now at 4, the Missouri Senate back in session after a long night of debate. This morning, they pushed forward 2 bills that could impact transgender youth. The legislation is just 1 vote away from moving to the Missouri House. 5 on your side, Travis coming in the studio now with reaction. Travis.
Hey, Brent, the state Senate advanced bills 49 and 39 after a long filibuster that stretched from last night into this morning. The first bill would prevent health care providers and doctors from providing gender transition procedures to any minor or make referrals for one. Right now, you're seeing WashU and Children's Hospital. They both provide health care for transgender and non-binary people as of now. Senator Mike Moon reintroduced the bill this morning with one change, allowing those who are already going through transition to continue the process. Now, the other bill, Senate Bill 39, would prevent students from participating in an athletic competition that is designated for the sex opposite of the one on the student's birth certificate or government record. Now, that applies to private, public, and public charter schools. I spoke to a parent who goes to Jefferson City quite often to stand up for his child.
Our families are incredibly accepting. Our faith community is embracing and loving and accepting. His school is embracing and loving and accepting. And the only bullies and the only bigots in our lives work for the Missouri government. The first thing you learn when you have a trans kid in a red state is that you have to protect them from your government.
And again, the Missouri Senate just went back in session at 4. We've reached out to the offices of some of those sponsors. We'll hear from them and some more parents tonight at 6.
All right, thank you, Travis. All right, let's take a live look downtown. Rain falling across the bi-state. While we may see some breaks today, more rain is expected all throughout the week. Chief Meteorologist Scott joins us now with the Weather First forecast. Scott?
Well, we're definitely talking about rain chances through the end of the week. But what we're seeing out there right now is pretty scattered around the St. Louis area. And temperatures, because it started raining, have cooled off. Remember how dry the air was yesterday? Well, that rain actually cooling the air. And so our temperatures have dropped back into the low and mid 40s around St. Louis as we finally started seeing that rain reach the ground. We're at 44 degrees right now. Springfield, Missouri is at 41. Here's a live look. Yes, there's some rain in downtown, but as you notice, you get into West St. Louis County, out into St. Charles County, a little bit of a break. A lot of what we're seeing off to the east and northeast of St. Louis, very much on the light side. Only a few hundredths of an inch in most spots. I think Farmington, Jimmy was telling me, had about a 10th or 12 hundredths of an inch so far today. So not a lot of rain. This is where the back edge is now as it's pushing in from Steelville and heading in from, about Jeff City up to Kingdom City in the next hour or so. So you'll still have some scattered showers around this evening, but it's just that. It'll be more scattered in nature overnight. Early tomorrow morning, there may be some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but it will turn warmer tomorrow afternoon under a mostly cloudy sky. And then by Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, into early Friday, we can expect a band of heavy rainfall. We're going to get into all of that timing and how much will fall in your backyard in just a little bit, Kay.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Scott. You can get updates on this week's rainy forecast 24/7. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355. And we'll send you the Weather First forecast straight to your phone. In less than an hour, a new grocery store opens in what has been a food desert.
That's right. We're talking about Fields Foods, which is opening its 5th location, this one in Pagedale. 5 on your side's Alex Fee shows us how it will impact the community.
But why don't we take a little walk through here, the construction material. This time next week, it'll look completely different. It'll look like that picture up there.
Fields Foods owner Chris Goodson concerns himself with details inside the location of his 5th St. Louis area grocery store.
Products coming in here in the center store, that's what we're walking through right now.
But his focus is not limited to these shelves. He hopes opening the grocery store in this food desert will help spur growth for this part of St. Louis County.
Catching a glimpse outside, this is a little Main Street here. As I look out the window, you see a movie theater that they did, Affinia Healthcare, Midwest Bank Center.
We approached them when we knew the Save-A-Lot was going to close. We're like, okay, who can come here?
Beyond Housing actually owns the building. Initially, Goodson pays no rent. At a certain agreed upon point, Beyond Housing will share in the profits.
I think it's a great and unique model, and hopefully it disproves the notion that communities like this can't support businesses that, quite frankly, are what make up successful places.
While Goodson is in the business of stocking grocery store shelves, you might say he has another calling in construction, building civic momentum.
Another big selection that we're going to offer here that we're going to expand a little bit more than our other stores is our health and beauty section. We're not only in a food desert here, there's not a lot of amenity products offered in this area for several miles.
Again, Goodson turns his attention beyond these walls.
You can kind of see there's a picture of Pagedale back 50 years ago. We want to bring that activity and that density back to this Main Street here, other local entrepreneurs, and you build off that.
In Pagedale, Alex Fees, 5 on your side.
And the Pagedale location is the only Fields Foods inside of a building owned by Beyond Housing. The grand opening happens at 5 o'clock.